Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. And now Ganon is going to demonstrate his ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands. We have learned that Ganon is very soft, that a lot of his behavior does mimic Link's, and he is kind of a little mush. So he is also sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. Rich is using a regular 6-foot training leash, just like with Link, that he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand. The left hand is free to give any correction that's needed, and it's only a little tug and release. He is wearing a different training collar than Link because he's very soft. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, and they're going to demonstrate Ganon's ability to heel.
Got it.
Now remember, the command is Ganon heel, so you do use the dog's name on motion exercises. And his job, of course, is to stay even with your left leg, because he's a lot of dog, and if he decides to pull you, you will go. So we're always thinking of those things when we're working with them. And he's heeling very nicely. Rich and he have a great relationship, so Rich will be bringing dogs home to you tomorrow. When Rich stops his feet, Ganon has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And he's a lover and a leaner, and that is typical Great Dane behavior. Once he loves you, he loves you. Now this time Rich is going to demonstrate his sit-stay. As you know, he doesn't want to sit. He wants to D-O-W-N. So we've been teaching him to hold that sit-stay by keeping a little bit of pressure on that collar, holding it up. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position. And then he praises him for being a good boy, because we want it to be fun for Ganon. We don't want him to be fearful of training or fearful of people. We want him to be a well-mannered, well-adjusted puppy. He's only a year old, so you have a lot of time with him, and we want him to be a happy puppy with good manners. Nice automatic sit. Rich is going to leave him in another sit-stay, and this time, instead of walking all the way back around him as we did before, Rich will demonstrate his ability to come on command. There you go. That recall exercise always warrants a lot of praise, because we want him to never be afraid to come to you. And if for some reason you're going to do something with him that he's not fond of, whether it's his nails, his ears, you know, don't use the come command. Only use the come command when it's happy and it's fun, so that when you need that command, you can use it and you're more or less guaranteed a come on command. Rich will leave him in another sit-stay to demonstrate that come on command again. And we know that you know that he likes to do the other command better, and that's typical Great Danes.
Good boy.
Lots of praise is going into this. So cute. A cute puppy. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you, just like with Link, are your down commands. And of course, Link wasn't fond of doing the down command. Link, on the other hand, prefers it to sitting, so we're always modifying our training techniques to suit the dog. Rich is going to take his left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. And Great Danes there's so much of them that they're a little bit slower on commands than your average size dog. They just can't, especially when they're puppies, they can't quite get it all together. You're going to practice your long sit-stay for 1 to 3 minutes and your long down stay for 3 to 5 minutes, and you're going to practice indoors as well as outdoors. And Rich will heel him out of that exercise. So again, by working with him, having him trust you, being able to give mild corrections and lots of praise, you're teaching him that you are his leader and that he's safe and he doesn't need to growl at people who are wanting to pet him.
Now, stay.
And please, in the beginning especially, practice with these guys at home because it's really important.
Boy.
Rich calls him out of that command. And Ganon responds, both of your dogs actually respond a lot better to praise than to punishment. So we're making their training fun, happy. You're a good boy, we love you, look how great you're doing, kind of an attitude. Now the last exercise that Rich is going to demonstrate for you is going to be your down from a distance. So he's going to leave him in a sit-stay, he's going to turn to face him, and he's going to give him a down command using his right hand. And that was very good, he only gave a little pull on that collar and he went right down. Now we've demonstrated all of Ganon's formal on-leash obedience commands. He has come an awesome long way and we have enjoyed every minute of him. He's a good boy, he wants to please. You can tell that Rich and he have a relationship. We want to thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.